Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 10 of the season. Force Racing's GP1 division, and it's our, of course, our prime and exciting division ever. Join me in the comms booth today, who actually joined me last week as well. We have got our first-time race winner, Mr. Mansell, is here with me today. How is Mansell doing after last night?
I'm doing very well, my friend. Yeah, obviously I got that win yesterday. Hopefully that will give me good momentum going to France and the rest of the season. But this is not about me. This is about GP1.
I mean, it's also exciting time tomorrow, isn't it, Mansell? Even though for us Brits and some other people around the world have had to get up early, I think it's a good. But we have got a good reason to wake up early, though, haven't we? Tomorrow, haven't we?
Start of pre-season testing.
Seeing the cars in action for the first time. I mean, how exciting is that? We're going to see the Alpines, Alfa Romeos, Mercedes, Red Bull. I mean, exciting time to be a Formula One fan. And the Aston Martins, my word.
Yeah, I think the favourite livery is not my personal favourite, but the Formula One community does seem to like the Aston Martin livery. I'm not a big fan of it, to be fair. I just don't like the colour of it. I'm more of the Alpine.
I'm tied with the Alfa Romeo livery. That livery looks striking, and definitely the Alpine livery. Those two are tied for the top, in my view.
Yeah, Alpine for me is all the way. Even though my favourite team in Formula One is McLaren, but McLaren are pretty much the same as they were last year. I didn't see much change.
McLaren's gonna be a dark horse to watch, though, aren't they, this season?
Yeah, obviously they've now got the power unit that they need, obviously with Mercedes now, so they can push even more now, hopefully challenging the top two of Red Bull and Mercedes.
And not to mention two superclass drivers. Wow.
Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo, obviously he wants to get that. He's desperate for that championship now. He wants to get that before he retires. He really do, and I think McLaren will be a great place for him to get that championship. Hopefully.
I mean, but tonight, though, it is GP1. Last week's race. Well, where to say GFO Leclerc. If you ever watched last week's race, now I don't know where you've been under a rock. Let's just tell you the full part of the picture. Mr. Leclerc, Mr. Red Bull driver himself, there he is there. Okay? Thought it was a cheeky idea to lead by 20 seconds in the lead. Then stopping on the main straight. And performing a nice cheeky little donut before he crosses the line. Cheeky fellow he is. Spoke to us in an interview. He spoke to us about it. He was so happy to get his victory now, and he celebrated that in style.
Yeah, that was absolute dominance from him in Baku. I don't know where that performance came from, but hopefully that will give him a really good momentum coming into this race now.
But Canada, though, man, so such a very orthodox circuit. It's full of straights and chicanes, but it looks simple, but it's actually quite hard track not to get a singular penalty around here.
We're going to see a lot of warnings and penalty through the final chicane. That's the most difficult part of the track, I reckon, is that wall of champions, the final chicane. It's so difficult. It really is. You need to get that spot on, otherwise you could be invalidating your lap in qualifying, getting a warning in the race, or literally going into Wall of Champions and losing your front wing, or even crashing out.
I mean, another thing as well that you tackled this, we both tackled the circuit. But how do you attack this circuit, man? So do you attack it with care, or do you just let you go all hell's bells loose into it?
Qualifying, literally what you just said, hell's bells, just give it your all, and then in the race you just need to take care of your car going into that final chicane, mainly because it's that final chicane is the most difficult part on the track.
And I will try to learn the square and X movement. How to switch drives a lot more quicker, so I will be learning that throughout qualifying. So get myself prepared for the race. Ties as well, Mansell. They have been a really big part here in Canada throughout this whole time here. The 2-stop and the 1-stop They are not. They're very close together, aren't they?
Not necessarily. I would say that the two stop is quicker. Probably, well, I would say 10 seconds quicker because he saw me yesterday catching Nelly on those hard 20 odd laps mediums. And if you want to do that one stop, you really need to take care of the tyres, and you'll be doing a lot of defending during the race if you do that one stop. So I think the two stop is definitely the way to go.
And so you're talking about track position then?
Yeah, track position is important. I mean, it's an easy overtake. It's an easy track to overtake. So it's the two stop by far over the one stop.
But some drivers like to take an aggressive strategy, because you never know. Safety cars could be a massive factor here. Time penalties could be a massive factor. So do you want to go fast and aggressive?
Yeah, you can. If there's an early safety car like there was yesterday, which helped out a lot for me, obviously, I went out and won it after that safety car. But yeah, that safety car or anything like that will...
Oh, Nazareth is invalidated. Unlucky for him there. On the Wall of Champions chicane. Whoa, he's completely stopped on circuit.
Now he's going really slowly.
So let's have a look at Warbeek then.
Warbeek, there he is.
He's starting our first flying lap here in Canada. So like you said before, the World Championship chicane is the hardest one of all, because due to the fact can actually... Well, you can get the corner right, of course, but then you got the Wall of Champions on the other side, which is your second most hated chicane on this track.
That chicane that will be the wow. The chicane just after, well, right at the start of sector 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, I think it is. Turn 6 and 7. Obviously, this turn 7 is the most difficult one. You need to like short shift up to I think it's 5th gear or 4th gear, something like that. If you don't short shift on that corner, then you're gonna spin. And Warbeek loses a bit of front wing, and he does a 1 minute 8.1.
Good bank cut up there for Warbeek there. Very good start. F1 Dobby, 1 minute 8.4. Very good work for me. Let's have a look at GFO Leclerc, last week's race winner, who's invalidated right now. So let's go have a look at another driver. Let's have a look at Gay Boys. He's invalidated. Come on, guys. Okay. Fruitful? Fruitful started. Okay. Fruitful started. His lap.
Conrad is coming through the hairpin now on a lap.
Okay, so look at Conrad. And the Haas car, of course. Another good week for Haas, man, so you got to say. GP3 did well. GP2, let's see what the Haas boys and GP1 can do.
Yeah, obviously, I think the Haas are really strong this season in Season 8. Obviously, absolute dominance from Haas in Monaco and again in Canada. Obviously, they got the 1-2 in GP3, and then I got the win for Haas in GP2.
Fruitful's coming around the hairpin now. But if you want to talk about dominance here in GP1, we've got to talk about F1 Dobby. He has been an absolute sensational driver, very sensible driver as well here in GP1. Consecutive podiums. I mean, this guy is leading the championship by 1,000,000 miles. He's been an absolute outstanding driver throughout the season.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like he said in the interview last week, he just needs to be really finishing in the podium. Then he knows that he'll be up there for the championship at the end of the season. Because I know, and he knows that he's going for the championship this season.
Oh, definitely so. Beast has invalidated. Cones, he's invalidated. Nazareth. Let's talk about Nazareth actually. Nazareth. Yeah. In the reserve championship, impressed well. Now he's got the drive here in GP1. What are we going to expect from him today?
Well, obviously, in the reserve championship, you have those 4 separate divisions. We could see that he was absolute dominant in Baku. I think it was around 1. I think he competed in, and literally about a week later, he got the full-time drive in GP1 at Renault. So huge congratulations to him. I hope he does super well in this division because it's so difficult. This division, it really is. But yeah, we'll see what he can do.
Right now, Jeff Leclerc has pole at the moment with a 1 minute 7.9. The lap times will get faster as Nazareth hits the wall on the outside. And he'll put in a 1 minute 8.8, which is our slowest time of the day. But these drivers are warming up, aren't they? They are literally warming up, and they'll give them hell's bells in the possible final 2 runs.
Yeah, so obviously Leclerc is a 1 minute 7.9. That was the pole lap in yesterday's race in GP2. And of course it was a Red Bull as well. But I'm going to say the pole lap will be around a 7.2 today.
Ooh, go for a low 7. If you're saying that, I might go for a 7.0. I think that's possible.
Yeah.
Jeff says, good, going to sleep after this race, need to go to work at 5:30 Belgian time. Well, we're going, well, while you're doing that, Jeff, we're going to sleep for F1 testing. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going straight to bed after this race is finished.
Oh, you know me, man, so...
Get over at R6.
You know me, man, so I don't do that sort of rubbish.
I know you don't.
The amount of times we've been in parties together, we just like to stay up late. So Sanchevitz, purple in the first sector. We're doing good start for Sanchevitz there in the first lap.
I'm just watching. It's Nazareth's teammate Lazard in the Renault just coming through the final chicane now. He's not invalidating. He looks like he's on a good lap. Minute 8.0. That puts him up to P2. It's a good banker lap for him.
So 8-0 for 8.008 by Lazard. Same time with Lazard as Lost Souls, to be fair. Ooh. So Lost Souls and Lazard is tied on the timesheet. So very good work there for Lazard from there. Now Sanchevitz now is his turn to take down the chicane. It's the second time attacking it today. Let's see how he copes with it. Bit of a lock up on the inside, but it looks like he's doing okay. He's about to cross the line now, setting a 1 minute 8.3, and he'll go into 7th place. Let's have a look at Beast Haas. Once I get this little cone rag going, Beast Haas. Let's have a look at him in the Merc. You can tell the Merc is going to look a lot more different in next year's game. Well, in this year's game, because this game is from last year. In F1 2021, this Merc is going to look slightly different, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously you're going to have that little bit of silver. Toto will say in the livery release car when they released the car. He said that apparently it's silver and not white. It looks white to me, but yeah, it's silver. Apparently.
And it could be that's a 1 minute side. Look at that, a 1 minute 7.63. Good work there from Beast Haas. And F1 Dobby's beaten. Look at that, F1 Dobby's gone pole. We missed that, but unlucky. We some of us didn't see that, but F1 Dobby looks like he's back to his best, back to pole position. Really good stuff there for F1 Dobby.
And I think Cone Rant is on the lap now, coming through the back straight. Is he going to complete this lap, or is he going to go into the pits like he did last time?
He's coming through. Good work for the chicane. Kisses. He just kissed it. Just kissed it, because Conrad, 1 minute 8.2, puts him into P9. So look at Knowsley. Where's Knowsley? I'm looking at Kevin Magnussen for some reason. For somewhat. What am I looking at Kevin Magnussen for? Where's my little bar? There he is. There's Knowsley. Let's see how it gets on. He's reserving again today, which is good for Knowsley. A bit more seat time in the Red Bull.
Then we have 2 reserves today, as Knowsley and Cones. So we'll see what they can do today.
Be interested to see how these lot will crack on. Look at this. Look at the Red Bulls are forming a little something up here, Mansell. Very wise strategy from the Red Bull team.
They've nicked Minor Morris's plans.
Leclerc and Knowsley are nicking the slipstream strategy from the Haas boys. Very good work there for the Red Bull team. A very wise move to go using down that back straight.
Yeah.
So
then it's difficult to give your teammate the slipstream, and he does a 10 minute 1 minute 10.4, sorry.
I was about to say, where was that coming along? There he is. Let's have a look at him. Let's see how last week's race winner gets on for his second run. He's actually on 2 lap old softs. Very interesting.
And he's 2 tenths up.
2 tenths up. Let's see how he can do around this part of the track. Let's see if he can make a lot more time. This is a very tricky section coming up here. Overtaking. I tried overtaking here, but it ended a bit badly for me for here. Twice. Twice. Let's not talk. Okay, so going through the hairpin now. 2 tenths up. Very good work here for GP1. Leclerc made another 10th. Good exit out there. You have to short shift out of that hairpin to minimise the traction, don't you?
Oh yeah. You normally down to gear 2 and then short shift straight up to gear 3, gear 4, and then you run a good lap.
Good, very good chicane there for GP1 Leclerc. Absolutely nailed it, and he'll settle 1 minute 7.5. Wow, 4 tenths faster. That is astonishing. And through 4 hits into second.
What did I say? The pole lap will be a 1 minute 7.5, and that's exactly what he's done at the moment. That's the pole lap.
Beat that, gents. Let's have a look at F1 Dobby now, our championship leader. Let's see how he can tackle this Canadian Grand Prix circuit. Such an iconic track in it, man. So this Grand Prix circuit created so many memories, controversies. I mean, this chicane that Dobby's going through now is famous for Vettel and Hamilton. This one coming up here for Jensen Button and Sebastian Vettel and Button. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel has a few adventures around this track. I mean, let's have a look at F1 Dobby go through the chicane. Very nicely done. These GP1 drivers. Oh, I lost internet connection. Oh.